Hi friends, let us take a quick view on a society and the difference between the past and the present societies. Firstly, let us know what a society is. A society is a group of people who live together in an organized way, making the decisions about how to do the things and sharing the work that needs to be done. All the people in a country or in a several countries can be called as a society. And yes,
Versus life now. Things that changed a lot.
I just need a few moments. There is a huge change from the past 100 years, the way how we act and think in general. The major difference between now and the lifestyle just a century ago included the way we wait to each other and the educational things, the way we take care of ourselves and the way we take care of ourselves and the way we use the technology and what's the difference between then and today. Number one, health and personal care. Years past, people had very good chance to dying very good. According to the healthcare professionals, hospitals used to have healthy long stays. It must be hard to believe, but it is very difficult to get medicines at that time. People didn't even have big deal of doing bath. Only 14% of the home people used to bath, and most women only wash their women hair only once in a month. Today we are taller but also very fatter than ever. We also live longer than ever before. These games have not been universal, but the life expectancy since the last few years has been increased thanks for the technology that we have increased our lifespan to 61 years. And at the present time we are totally obsessed with hygiene and personal care. We shower daily, we take we comb our hair daily. And number two, education. A century ago, people were lucky to go to school. It was lucky because schools, teacher, classrooms, learning, and homework was much stricter and longer and harder. There were only 10% of the high school students actually graduated, leaving school between the ages 12 and 14 and started working and supporting their families. Nowadays, graduating high schools more than expectation rather than a privilege. A society tends to have a higher education more than a commodity than a piece of paper like resume. People didn't learn from their teachers, but nowadays the people had opportunity to learn from internet, digital libraries, and also they can meet people from other countries. They can explore, experiment, and investigate new ideas. They can make online connections and learn about faraway places. Number three, money. 100 years ago, money was not important. It was important, but we used to get a much bigger quantity of food for a less amount of around 1 rupee. 1 kg of sweets for 50 NP, and also a bunch of candies for 1 rupee. Yes, they were costly at the time, but at the time the people had more access to more more fresh foods and raw materials so that they could make things happen very easily without having any professional help. Over the centuries, inflation has definitely taken a toll. Every if earlier every year you are thinking that it feels that it's costing a little more and the portions are getting a little smaller, it is a good correct thing that the profit is being made from everything. More people are making profits over the food items rather than ever. Today we are spending 50% of our income for food alone. And number 4, women rights. Back in the early 1900s, having a career as a woman was almost unheard of. The women were supposed to stay at home and take care of their house people and maybe expecting their husbands to bring paychecks. Most of the women were dominated by the man of the house, providing whatever the man dictated. Women were also seen as the weaker sections, and however, during the war period, the women have stepped out and have making jobs. Of course, the past society have expected them to return back to the homes after the war, but however, the cause was already under the way. One thing women are 100 years ago and women today are common is the need of independence, need for independence, and women have made a lot of progress starting from the quality of the workplace and the chances of getting into the higher educations. Women these days are not necessarily staying at home, why they are either earning money and having a good successful career. And number 5, fashion. The evolution of fashion is rather fascinating. 100 years ago in society, the trousers of the men were tough to ankles. There were different types of fashions at that time, like shoes with heels, which feature slight curve, to the present ground to earth footwear. Some of the things remain, like the high heel footwears and a few past shoes, which has remained till now. But we are able to create individual styles starting from the clothes, like classic look, fashion look, and many other alternative styles. The possibilities are nearly endless. Number 6, entertainment. In the early years, the people used to love music as their entertainment as much as we do today's society. And the daughters of the house would learn to, in the ancient days, would learn to use guitars and some few Indian instruments in India, and they used to entertain their house men of the house and their relatives and the friends. There were different acts performed in the different stages also, and also there were expensive and more admirable upper class games like riding bicycles, automobiles, and they were good entertainers. Playing games like tennis and the hockey offered a good entertainment, and also football, and also a few other games like cricket were also very entertaining as they are now. Presently, we are enjoying the virtual reality games and highest quality of no time lapse gaming. We can go skydiving, paragliding, and bungee jump. We can go to bars, nightclubs, and casinos, and we get to travel the world. We have many tons of contacts over social media, and we like meeting people in the social media. We like entertainment in the social media available in the fingerprints in the present modern society. Books and magnet. We can watch movies and our favorite shows on Netflix and Hotstar like Amazon Prime. We can also shop online around the clock in the present society. Number 7, technology and invention. 100 years ago, first time the human voice was successfully transmitted from flight through transmitter to ground. The first ever technological system was incorporated by bringing red color into the frame of the movies. And the second convention in 1917 society, we have put 2300 societies in the modern society, and we landed in the moon. We have sent drones to the Mars. We are working on the artificial intelligence at the present society, robotics, sensors, networks, synthetic biology, material science, space explorations, and much more every day in the modern society. And we can have much more in the modern society, and we can easily communicate by sending emails, text everywhere, anytime. Number 9, agriculture. In the past society, the agriculture was small and short. They were often removed and isolated. The families of the farmers took care of the families and live off their farms. Many animals used to be the integrated part of the farmer's life. They were, because they know that they were vital to the success of their crops. The missions, whenever they got started in the modern societies, they have showed a negative impact, like crop fails, diseases, and this products in the ancient society were almost compulsory. But in the modern society, due to that, we have got as a result of that, we have got another innovation in the agriculture. The agriculture got progressed tremendously over years. However, farmers are becoming more like for turning out reliable products. Yes, now we have easier ways to do farming. We had precise genetic meditations known as genome editing technology, which helps us change our way of crop yield growing. And yes, if you like this video, let us meet in the next video. Hope you all like the content of the video. Thank you.